Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is focus is the key to success. Now, if you want to be successful in life, I believe that focus is very, very critical to success. What is focus then? According to the dictionary, to draw towards a center, the point where rays of light, heat, etc. comes together. That is what focus is about. All right. Now, let me give a simple example of what focus is. Now, if you take a magnifying glass like this, all right, and you point it to a dry leaf, all right, if you keep on moving it, the leaf will not burn. But if you remain focused, then the leaf is going to burn over a period of time. So focus is mean just remaining there and focusing on it and not moving left, right, and center. Okay, so I hope that you're getting the meaning of what focus is. Now, when in life you want to be successful, you got to focus on what is productive. What do you mean by that, Richard? Let's have a look, all right? If you are on Facebook, well, a lot of people are on Facebook, isn't it true? Right? So basically, now, if you are on Facebook and you're watching cat video, playing games, and so on, that is not being focused because that is not productive. All right. But if you are on Facebook doing prospecting for your business, then this is something that is focused and productive. So what we want is focus and also productive. Now, in the book by Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, it is stated that doing things in a certain way is what is going to make you successful. Doing things in a certain way, not like everybody is doing it, just activity and so on, but in a certain way. And when I say certain way, it is an efficient way that gives you the best result that you're looking for. Okay, so that is what focus is about. Now, I give you a simple illustration here. All right, according to Bruce Lee. All right. Now, before that, repetition is the mother of learning. You want to learn something and be a master, you got to do a lot of repetition, don't you think so? So now the quote by Bruce Lee, he says that, I'm not scared of the 10,000 kicks that you practice once, that's all. All right? If you have 10,000 types of kicks, but each one you practice one, that's all. You say, I'm not afraid of that, but I'm scared of the one kick that you practice 10,000 times. Because when you practice one kick, a single kick for 10,000 times, you are mastering it. And it's going to be very, very effective. So that is what focus is important. All right. Repetition is the mother of learning. Just like you want to play a piano as well. All right. It takes time. It's not just one sitting you can play the musical instrument well. No, you need time to practice. So keep on repeating and repeating and repeating. Just like the kicking Bruce Lee mentioned, you take one kick and practice 10,000 times. You become an expert. Okay, now let's have a look at how we're going to develop this focus. Okay, there are a few things that I want to share with you. How? You must have a burning desire. That's the first thing. If you got to have a burning desire, you need to know what you want. The truth is that a lot of people outside there do not even know what they want. So you got to know what you want and focus on it and have a burning desire. That means there's no turning back. There's no turning back whatsoever. And commitment and interest is also very important. A lot of people, they want to be successful, but they are only interested, that's all. When you're interested, you will not focus on what you do because interest is just wishy-washy, that's all. I wish to have it. Wishing will not make you successful. But you want to be successful, you need to have commitment. Commitment is important. So you got to do whatever it takes if you want to be successful. Okay, so number 2, willpower. Now, this is one of the things that most people don't have. You got to will yourself, consciously will yourself to do it over and over and over again. All right. Now, if you talk about the illustration I give you, practice one kick 10,000 times. After 10 times, 20 times, you get bored, all right, because doing the same thing all over again. So you need willpower to will yourself to keep on doing regardless of what you think or how you feel. So willpower is very important, all right? You got to will yourself, and it takes conscious effort, that's for sure. Now, the third thing is environment is important. If you want to remain focused, you got to be in the environment of people who are successful, people who have the same dream and desire like you. All right. So environment is very important. If you are in the wrong environment, then you will get discouraged, and you will not have focus. Okay. The next thing is persistency. If you want to develop focus, you need to be persistent. Yeah, you got to develop persistency. That means you got to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and over again until you become a master, until you become successful and you become a master. Persistency is the key to success. Right? Most people, they try for a short period of time. After that, they give up. They get discouraged. But if you want to be successful, you got to keep on doing it. Persistency is the key to success. Knowing that, you got to keep on doing, because only through repetition you are going to master a skill or do something that is going to make you successful. And the last thing is that discipline. Okay, you got to discipline yourself, just like I talked about willpower just now. You got to discipline yourself that there is no turning back. I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to keep on going regardless of the result or the outcome. Okay, now I want you to consider this. There is a gestation period for anything in life. Okay, when a lady gets pregnant, there is a gestation period of 9 months before the baby is delivered. All right, you cannot expect when a lady is pregnant, next week she's going to have a baby. No, there is a period for everything. That is called a gestation period. Okay, now you plant a seed, you hope to sow. All right, now the thing is that when you plant, it is going to grow and it's going to sow. You're going to be able to sow it because you're going to reap you the fruit, right? Now, but you must understand that, all right, there is a season for sowing and there is a season for reaping. But it may not happen in the same season. All right, so basically, if you plant the seed today, you got to wait because there is a gestation period. And it takes time for it to grow and grow and grow until it becomes a tree and then it bears fruit. Okay, but then don't forget, from that one single tree, you have many, many fruits that will generate more seed to go and multiply the tree. Okay, now the result, of course, depends on what you put in terms of money, investment, in terms of the effort, in terms of the risk you're willing to undertake, and so on. So basically, there are a lot of factors. If you want to be successful, you got to remain focused. Focus is the key to success. Now, I want to share with you two stories here, which some of you may have heard before. The first one is Colonel Sanders. Okay, Colonel Sanders, at the age of 65, all right, he had a pension check, that's all. I think of $90 or something like that, right? And then he was not happy with it. So he took action. He thought about, what can I do? So he said, I got a fried chicken recipe that a lot of my friends like. So he sat down and he came up with a plan. And then he went around the United States, to all the restaurants, offering them his recipe. And most people say, I got my own recipe, that's all. Your brains are fried. I got my own recipe. And what is fascinating is that you say, I'll give you my recipe. I'm not going to charge you for anything. You need not pay me for my recipe. But for every pieces of chicken that you sold, then you pay me something. That is franchise, right? Franchise fee. So basically, that is how, and he went to 1,008 restaurants. And all of them say no to him. On the 1,009, somebody say, yes, let's give it a try. That one single yes make Kentucky Fried Chicken where it is today. All right. So basically, remaining focused, not giving up. The second story is Thomas Edison as well. I mean, many people have heard the story about Thomas Edison. He was one of the greatest inventors of all time. In order to create the light bulb, all right, He experimented and it failed 10,000 times. 10,000 times. But every time, he failed, he said to himself, it's not a failure. Okay? I'm getting nearer to the way that it's going to work. Isn't that important? Yeah. Because every time you eliminate the failure, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm getting nearer and nearer to the way that it's going to succeed. So at the end of the day, it's all about focus and being persistent. You got to will yourself. You got to be determined to become successful and focus on what you do. Okay, so that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate your time. Let me summarize for you. Focus is the key to success. Now, focus is so important. I give you an example of the magnifying glass, all right? The magnifying glass here, you got to remain focused, fixed, pointing towards the dry leaf, and it will burn over a period of time. Now, focus on social media, like Facebook, means that focus on doing productive things, not watching cat video, dog video, playing games, and so on, okay? Signs of getting rich, the signs of getting rich says that you need to do things in a certain way and in an efficient way. That's all. Okay. Now, repetition is the mother of learning. It's the mother of skill. Okay. So basically, you got to keep on practicing and practicing. Then it makes it perfect. And how do you develop focus? Number 1, burning desire. Number 2, willpower. Number 3, environment is very important. Number 4, persistency. And lastly, number 5, you need discipline. Okay, and don't forget about gestation period as well. All right, there is a gestation period for everything. It doesn't happen immediately. It takes some time. Okay, so that's all my sharing. I hope that you like what you hear and see. Please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I'll see you again for another session of my live video on Friday. So this is Richard Quack wishing you good night and goodbye.